everybody.
Hey, Mickey.
It is once.
What was that?
Hi, everybody. Yeah, once again, we are here with Excelsior Gaming's 99 Problems, but a Stitcher Ain't One. I am the erstwhile Mickey Mouse, also known as Damian Harmony, and with me, as always, is my inestimable colleague.
Donald Duck.
That's right. As easy to comprehend as Donald Duck.
Pretty much, yeah.
How you doing, Iain?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. It's been a productive week by my standards. Doing a little bit of gardening. The weather's actually been not too bad, so I've been able to get outside. So yeah, all good, man. All good. What about yourself?
Been mostly staying inside because the weather is too. It's just too hot out here too early. Like we skipped over winter entirely. Had about a week of spring, and now it's getting into the 80 to 90 degree weather. Fahrenheit, I don't know what that is because America seems to think it's exceptional enough not to learn any other system. So it's hot. Put it that way. It's hot. And not a big fan of hot.
No.
Not a big fan, period. Even though there's a woman on a bus who asked me to just stand there and wave my binder that I was holding in front of her back and forth. And I had to tell her, ma'am, I'm not a big fan.
Hey!
So, hey, there we go. So, hey, there's been big news brewing here in the Marvel Strike Force game this week. I noticed that we've got costumes.
Costumes, yeah, indeedy. Well, we've only got the two that are available to buy so far. And they are pretty expensive.
Yes.
Like if you go to the offers, I mean, for £45, which I think in dollars, I think it's basically $50. You can get 50 Electra shards.
Right.
You can get a 3 red star Electra. You can get 2 purple gear orbs, and you can get a costume outfit for it for $50 stroke £45. And Captain Marvel, not much better, £32, probably about $35, $36. Pretty much the same kind of deal. Both these characters are easily farmable. You're getting a little bit of gold orbs with her.
Right.
Not much. And then a costume change. Not really anything to justify, I think, that sort of price. I'm sure you can have a little look at costumes here. These are all the people that have got costumes.
Oh, lovely.
Some of them look all right. I mean,
some do.
Deadpool's one.
See, it seems to me that the trend seems to be, hey, here's the modern character, and here's a less colorful version of that character.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And I think, by chance, may you be alluding to Vision and Scarlet Witch when it comes to that?
Yeah, but Deadpool. I mean, he's as gray as it is right there.
Yeah.
Even Captain Marvel is like got the blue, and then like it's like, no, let's just tone her down to turquoise and teal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, why would I want, like, one of the reasons I like this game so much is because it's so colorful. There is joy in it. There's enjoyment just in the colors. And I mean, look at that. She's, again, dark color plus a little bit of teal. Thor, they cover up his arms. It feels, quite frankly, very lazy. It really does.
What they should have done is made it Fat Thor.
Yes.
Fat Thor. That would have been worth going for. But it's not exactly inspiring. The one thing I think we need to be a little bit thankful for, at least in the kind of short term, until I'm sure they know exactly what they're doing, but the one good thing about it is that the skins don't give you any sort of attribute enhancements.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you're not paying to change your skin, but also get a few extra health points or skill points, whatever. That's the one sort of saving grace at the moment. No doubt that in the future that will happen, because I do think in other games that happens. The sort of the enhancements, or
it tends
the
to be a little bit pay to play.
Yeah.
So I I'm remembering the Ultimate Alliance games that you can play on most consoles, and in one of them, if you change their outfits, it absolutely changed their
Right.
attributes. And then they realized, no, that was kind of dumb. And then they just let you change their outfits, which was more fun because then I wanted to actually unlock it instead of like, oh, this is
Yeah.
worth it. This isn't. But honestly, how many costume changes could you find for Silver Surfer?
Well, indeed. You could give him a little crotch piece, perhaps, or
Yeah, you know, have him with the slave disc from World War Hulk, stuff like that. That's about it. But like some of these characters, I mean, they have changed costumes a number of times.
yeah.
And in all honesty, I would like to see some of those costume changes represented, but they're so far it's been fairly bland.
Yeah, so who would you like to see? Because just let's have a little kind of look through their kind of rosters. Is there anyone that sort of stands out that has an alternative costume, either in comics or films or TV or anything like that?
Well, I would
Um,
say Hank Pym above and beyond all the rest. So Ant-Man.
mm,
If it's the Hank Pym Ant-Man, and I don't think it is. I think it's the Scott Lang
yeah.
Ant-Man. But Yellow Jacket, and although that might not be Hank Pym Yellow Jacket, come to think of it. Anyway, Yellow Jacket or Ant-Man has had the most differences.
Mm,
And I think that would be maybe kind of cool because he could even be Goliath.
mm.
Hawkeye has had a surprising amount of costume changes. Spider-Man less so. They pretty much have it represented as different characters anyway. I think they shot themselves in the foot
Well, yeah,
there.
symbiote Spider-Man is
Yeah.
essential. I mean, that's still Spider-Man, isn't it?
It is. It is. Yeah. It's Spider-Man before he got rid. It's Spider-Man when he came back from the first Secret Wars
Were you going to say before
on
he
the
get
planet
rabies?
yonder.
I
No,
thought
I
that's
was
weird.
gonna say before. I was gonna say before he rejected the symbiote, but then I
Right.
realized some people might not realize how the symbiote came to him. Black Widow would be kind of interesting because she's had short hair because it was the '80s and a gray suit.
Mm,
She's also like if you look back at her early costuming, I know that Cheeky Geek Talk likes her 1950s outfit. And if you like that, then you'll really like her first costume, which was I found patently ridiculous, but I have to forgive the 1960s for being the 1960s.
mm.
Um, Namor would be an interesting one. Luke Cage would certainly be an interesting one.
Yeah.
The Ghost Rider, it's a little more subtle. Iron Man, there's too many damn variants. Although there's some really classic variants on Iron Man. There's the all gold Iron Man. There's the all gray Iron Man. Again,
Mm.
with their dislike of color. There was the Sentinel Iron Man where he's silver and red, and that's most Iron Man fans hate that one. Then there's the variants on that. I think that would be kind of cool.
Mm.
The X-Men, you would find a lot of good variation on the
Yeah.
X-Men
Imagine there would
actually.
be.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, um, yeah, I mean that would be some of them. I think Scarlet Witch has had a few outfits, but they all tend to be around the same theme, and I think they've
mhm.
done a good job with her first one. Um, Trying to think who else. Wolverine, you could have him in his brown and yellows,
Yeah.
uh, and that would be all right. It'd be interesting. I actually wouldn't like it. But I was gonna say Heimdall and Nick Cage. Nick Cage? No, Nick Fury. Nick Cage is a different guy.
That's Ghost Rider.
Uh, yeah. Oh, I was thinking Superman. But Nick Fury and Heimdall were both recasted with fantastic actors who were also black, and in the comics they started off both as white fellas. But I kind of like, let's just keep riding that one out. Kitty Pryde might have the most outfit changes, quite honestly.
Right.
She might be the and they are ridiculous, most of them, up to and including hyper colorful with what do you call it? With roller skates,
Right.
just ridiculous. Yeah. So they could do an all silver/white Vision because in the original comics, around the
Mm-hmm.
time of the Infinity Gauntlet, he was all silver/white. Um, and then he's had variants along those lines, but
Mm-hmm.
they seem to be going based off the MCU. Green Goblin would be a good one. A lot of your bad guys have changed quite a bit. I would like to see them bring in the Beetle
Mm-hmm.
as a bad guy, and then you've got 3 or 4 costumes for him.
So who
So
would be the natural enemy of the Beetle? Would it be Mark Chapman
uh,
or?
no, I was thinking Alan Freed actually. So he's a DJ over here in America, but he actually liked playing the Beatles. Um, I'm trying to think who else. Sorry.
Whoa.
uh, uh, yeah, because when Chapman killed John Lennon, he wasn't a Beatle anymore. So.
Oh, once a Beatle, always a Beatle, surely.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Then maybe Stu Sutcliffe could have a an extra spot. Storm would be cool. You could get because you
Yeah.
have Mohawk Storm right now. You
Hmm.
could have Morlock Storm. You could have Wind Goddess Storm. You could have Bride of Black Panther Storm.
There's
That
infinite
would
possibilities in this sort
yes.
of Marvel Strike Force universe, but that also means infinite opportunities for them to earn money. Not earn
Which
money,
is
to
fine.
fucking
Yeah.
scam money, basically, out of us for costume changes. I mean, it's not something I'd buy. I mean, I do spend
No.
occasionally on this game if
Hmm.
something comes up that I quite like and that I want and it kind of progress, but I
It's
wouldn't,
gameplay though.
yeah,
It's not.
cosmetic, the cosmetic
Yeah.
part of it, it's, I mean, if it cost cores or if you
Hmm.
had to grind a bit extra in sort of daily objectives, which I think is probably how some of them might come in. I think
Sure.
that's what the talk has been,
Hmm.
to sort of earn these credits. Then that's fair enough. But
Hmm.
shelling it, I mean, I'd rather put shoes in my children's feet than change Captain Marvel into a nice shade of teal.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Um,
Captain Marvel would have a few good ones though, because she had her binary character. She had her Miss Marvel character at one
mhm.
point. Um, where she's wearing all black with the like silver or no, the gold S going down it with the little tassel coming off the side. But yeah, by and large, I would agree with you. Putting real clothes on my children instead of fake clothes on these digital characters would be much more
It's
interesting.
more interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's a different little sort of facet to the game, really. It's another money making
Hmm.
opportunity that they've obviously found.
Right.
But there's
Right.
so many other things that kind of need to get fixed in the game.
Hmm.
That I mean, I
Agreed.
appreciate that it's probably different departments, kind of the artwork department versus programming department. I mean, I don't know enough about it to sort of criticise all that much, but
Sure.
I would have thought that. I mean, the amount of money I think that they made last year was it three. I can't remember how much. It was an obscene amount of money that they made.
Oh yeah.
They could hire a couple of extra people to, I don't know, maybe spruce up the mechanics of the game as opposed to the cosmetics
Hmm.
of the game. But
Yeah.
it's given us something to talk about for what,
Oh, I don't
about
mind it. Yeah.
15 minutes. Um,
I would say that if they're going to spruce up the characters, why not spruce up the arenas that they're fighting in? There's so many
Very good
interesting
point.
places. Like I see you right now, you're fighting on the docks of I think Roxxon Corporation,
Mm,
which is cool. But like, there's plenty of like the Danger Room would be a great place to fight.
mm,
The X-Men's Danger Room, or there's so many places that would be cool places to fight. There was talk of Asteroid M. I don't think I've had a fight on Asteroid M yet. I don't know
mm.
if it's a setting. But there's plenty of places like you could
Yeah,
fight in the Savage Land, which it would just be nice.
because I think there's
So
probably about, what, maybe five, six, seven um, different sort of like settings that you can sort of
hmm
go to, and yeah, you're absolutely right. Beyond that, I mean, it could be expanded a little bit more.
hmm
If they can make up costumes, then surely they can
settings.
make a few more settings. Yeah, make it a
Yeah,
bit more
maybe
interesting. Yeah.
or just cycle them through a little bit more. Hey, if you're gonna fight an arena between 12 and 6, then you're gonna get this set of settings. And if you're gonna fight an arena between 6 and 12, you're gonna get this set of settings. An AM and a PM.
Yeah,
That would be neat. That would get people to log on more, check things out more.
absolutely,
So,
and that's what they want. They want screen time. They want people logging
right.
into their devices
Hmm.
throughout the day and stuff like that, and that's what gets their clicks. That's what gets their sponsors. That's what gets them the obscene amount of
Precisely.
money that they do.
Yep, yep, yep.
But yeah,
Full agree there. All right, so that's that. There's another interesting thing that happened, and that was that we introduced, I think, for the very first time ever,
mm-hmm.
in this game, we're introduced to a character. There she is, made specifically for this game, Kestrel.
Kestrel,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. which for the uninitiated, a kestrel is a smaller version of an eagle. Essentially, it's a raptor of sorts.
A
So,
Kestrel is also a very high strength super lager that is made in Scotland.
oh, okay.
A brand of super lager that's in Scotland. Um,
Oh, see, when we have super lager, it's just our school district didn't update its Wi-Fi. So, yeah, I wish that wasn't true. Oh, Cheeky Geek Doc threw Cyclops as Wolverine into an oncoming car and found joy in it. I didn't know that that was a. I didn't know you could, as Wolverine, literally throw Cyclops under a
yeah,
bus. Great.
it seems as if that's a new sort of mechanic that Cheeky
Okay.
Geek Talk has sort of found in the game. Oh, good.
Nice. I got to do the fastball special for my son, and he loved it. That's where Colossus throws Wolverine.
Right, yeah, yeah.
I still wish they would bring us Nightcrawler. If they're going to bring out new characters that they made for the game, I get it. I'm down for it actually. I don't gatekeep, but really we want Nightcrawler. And if you're going to do Nightcrawler, what you should do is get Colossus to grab him by the tail and swing him around while he's holding on to Wolverine, and then let him go. And the second you let him go, he teleports, and then he teleports right in front of the bad guy. So he's lost no momentum whatsoever due to wind shear, and then he can hit the bad guy that much harder.
There you go. Are you listening, Scopel next? That should be the mechanic. That should be the mechanic for the next
Right.
legendary Nightcrawler.
Yes.
Fire them in the guns. Yeah. Oh, said that
The
word.
Nightcrawler could get you into Excalibur, which is an all British team. So get the interest over there across the pond. So it's not just one lone Scotsman playing with all of us Americans.
Yeah.
So yeah. So hey, did you get Kestrel yet? Is that something you've unlocked?
Well, Kestrel, here she is.
Hmm.
Managed to get 5 red stars on her.
Damn.
Well, yeah, but they're not filled yet. But let's live on Twitch and
Oh.
to watch again on YouTube. Let's
Yes.
recruit Kestrel.
All right.
Now her kit. I mean, I've seen a few videos of her being used, and she
Mm-hmm.
is she's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Basically, the sort of almost the biggest selling point of her is that she wrecks Phoenix, Sinister, Doctor Octopus.
Nice.
Basically, her I think it's her passive that it comes up on.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Ooh, Dimension Hopper. So they're starting to toy with teleporters.
mm,
This augurs well for us who love the Nightcrawler.
well, we never know. It could be a little nod then. Could be a little nod.
Mm.
But basically, on her turn, if she's charged and she starts off charged,
Mm-hmm.
any enemy that attempts to summon or clone this match,
Mm-hmm.
it's done. They can't do it. So if Sinister tries to clone one of your guys, ain't happening. You
Nice.
kill Phoenix. Dark Phoenix rises? Don't think
Nope.
so. Doctor
Does that?
Octopus summoning Shocker or whoever else along the line? Don't think
Mm-hmm.
so. Ultron summoning his bots? Don't think so.
How about
Hela
multiple man?
summoning more Gregs? Not happening.
You gonna lose Greg? That's not cool. I've
Well,
taught my kids that that's Greg too, and they love it. And my son is even like taken to saying, instead of another day, another Doug, like Korg does, he says another day, another Greg.
nice, I like that, man.
That's
That's
fun, yeah.
good. That's good. That's
Clever one, that one.
it's Marvel Strike Force is just permeating our whole ways of life here.
As it should.
As it does a bit too much sometimes, to be perfectly honest with you, man.
Hey, your kids are shod. You're fine.
They're shod. They've got empty bellies, but they have shoes on their feet.
See, there you go. And mine are shod, but I take them to therapy to discuss their dreams. So it's Schadenfreude.
Oh, he's on form tonight, isn't he, ladies and gentlemen?
It's as the shirt says.
Bad puns. That's how I roll.
Mm-hmm. Of course, my sister made it for me. Go figure. But okay, so Kestrel can basically block. Can she block the multiple man or Loki for being
Yeah.
able to make images of himself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
any clones or summons are not happening, at least on the
Nice.
first turn.
Okay.
So, for example, if you've got Sinister and Phoenix and
Mm.
Doc Ock and Multiple Man, then you're just doing the first one. And then
Gotcha. And Nick Fury.
in Fury as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But she
Awesome.
works particularly well with Nick Fury.
Oh. Okay,
Um,
so I don't see her as being part of Shield,
no, she's
but she
not
still
got the
works with them.
tag, but
Right. She's cosmic, which is a weird thing. If you're cosmic, you shouldn't be named after a earthbound creature.
no, because I think that she's probably named after the Scottish Super Lager, which just sort of
Oh, okay.
sends you to the moon anyway.
Gotcha.
So
And in fairness, Darkhawk is going to be a cosmic character if he ever gets made, and he's named after a hawk. I mean, that's stupid too. So, or is he named after the fact that he's got an enormous Schwanzstücke? So,
you decide, dear viewers. Let us know in the
yep.
comments.
Let us know. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, I can't find the full thing here, but 20% max health on your T4 with Nick Fury. And also Nick Fury summons get, I think it's death proof and defense up.
Oh,
So
nice.
when he brings his little minions down on his first move, which I never do that as his first move, but I would now.
Mm.
Yeah, they get, I think it's death proof and defense up. Can't fully
So
find
they're
it.
guaranteed to soak at least one hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
And she hits, I think it's, let's just have a look, I'll try and find where it is. Yeah, she applies defense down. I don't think it's that move. But basically it's if anyone has got defense down,
Hmm.
um, if someone attacks one of the other members, not necessarily with defense down, she will
Hmm.
attack the person with defense down with the least amount of health.
Oh, so she
Which,
goes after the. She's a true raptor then. She goes after the fledglings. I
yeah,
like it.
absolutely.
I like it.
Or even a vulture, but we've already got one of them.
Yeah.
But she does look a bit sort of vulture, falcon type esque.
Well, it makes sense. She's named after a bird. I
Named
mean,
after a
those little,
bird.
jets that are coming off clearly are made to look like wings.
In the
So,
feet as well, or little sort of talons.
yeah. Okay.
Kestrel has got talents.
Mm.
Definitely. Many, many talents.
Yes. Well, at least three, and then there's a passive. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Okay.
it's a
And I
passive
mean,
that
she's
gets you.
she's and on her shoulder pauldron, it looks like it could be a shield symbol, but I don't think that is. So,
It
hmm.
kind of does look like it, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
But
And
she's
yet she's not
not got the
shield.
tag. She's not got the tag.
Oh.
And another interesting thing about her as well is she is like not Ultron Doom. She's tech and skill.
Ah.
So that's two
Right.
traits that she's got.
Nice.
So leveling her up might be
Costly.
it should be easier
Oh,
if
really?
you built up, yeah. Because currently I'm run out of mutant gear because I built
Mm.
up X Factor, I built
Hmm.
up other one like Emma and Sinister. They're mutants, so I'm running
Hmm.
a little bit low on, well, quite a bit low on mutant gear. But tech and especially skill, because there aren't many good skill characters in the game. Um,
Hmm.
so I've got an abundance of skill parts, but fucking gear. That's what it's called.
Right.
So hopefully, rather than drawing from one resource, I'd be drawing from two. But it just depends
Okay.
how it's mapped out and sort of leveling her up. Um, we don't know. We don't know. But
Okay.
shall we open some orbs? Try and get her to a decent
Yes.
star level.
Yes. See if you can get her up higher.
I want her at 4 stars, hopefully. Well, I want her at 7 stars, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We have got 8 orbs to open. 8 orbs.
All right. All
So
right.
we're looking for some 180 would be lovely. It'd be lovely. So yeah, let's get some gold dropping down the middle. Let's get some even
Mm-hmm.
purple dropping down the middle. Blue I could live with. Green
Mm-hmm.
I'm not particularly wanting. So let's see what we've got. What are we starting out with? Green.
Remember, I'm on a couple second delay, so feel free to inform me verbally as to what you
Okay,
got.
we've got 6 over there. Ain't a good
Okay.
start. Not a good start, right? So we'll take
Mm-hmm.
that. Right, and now what have we got? We've got another green one. It's 8. No, thank you. Come on, we're wanting some purple or gold here. Purple or gold. Another fucking green one. This has been money well spent. Come on, come on. Purple or gold. A blue one, not too bad. Still only 10. Piss. Right, 4 to go. Come on, halfway there. And I'm living on a prayer. 12. It's a little bit better. Right, how many have we got to rank her up? Right, we've got 52. Well,
Okay.
we'll get her to 3 stars anyway.
Okay.
So ideally, it'd be looking for 88 shards to get her to
Okay.
4. 88 shards will get her to 4.
Okay.
Will I get that in 3 orbs? I basically need 2 good purple orbs and a half decent green one. So come on, give me something good. No, not getting anything good. At least I've got her to 3 stars.
There you go.
Unless this is purple, I'm not getting her any further, I don't think. No, it's another pissy green one. Now, am I going to get the luck in the last orb? The last orb. Come on, 180. Give me a gold, give me a gold, give me a gold, give me a gold. Let's see what happens. It's another blue one. Boo, hiss, pile of piss. Right, so we've got our 3 stars, which should be perfectly usable.
Mm-hmm.
But our event is coming up. I think that is in about a week's time.
Okay.
Let's have a little look where free to play players can, well, I'd say easily get her. It depends. Yeah, that's in 1 week's time. So who do you need for that? Let's have a look at the kind of early game ones. Look, Shield Assault, people should maybe have, possibly the Thing, Mr. Fantastic, Storm, maybe Yellow Jacket, Wasp, Shield Medic, OG Spider-Man, Vulture, maybe Elsa, Doctor Strange perhaps, Daredevil, maybe Fury, probably not Fury, Groot, War Machine maybe, Rocket. Yeah, there's a route there to get her. I mean, you should be able to unlock her at the very least. But I'll get an abundance of. I'm a slave for. Right, what am I
Okay.
getting here? No, I'm not doing this anymore. I just wasted 500 credits on 8 fucking Mr. Fantastics. No, not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's Kestrel. Let's sort of
Okay.
train her up a little bit. Let's take her up to 60.
Now I wonder if she's kind of another like an also ran with the character Screaming Mimi, who later becomes Songbird. So you could have
Right.
Songbird or Kestrel.
Well, that would work very nicely as a tandem,
Wouldn't it though?
wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey there, D.
You're right, D. You stop playing Rocket League. Yeah, I've got a Kestrel D, and
Mm-hmm.
fucking hell, man, it wasn't worth it. Yeah, I get
No.
the best I got was like 10 out of a blue orb. Fuck's sake, man. And then I just opened one of the 500 power core orbs, and the best I got out of that was 8 fucking Mr. Fantastic, which wasn't that
Yeah.
fucking fantastic.
No.
I think
You missed her fantastic.
yeah, 40 quid on Kestrel. I mean, the last time I spent 40 quid on Kestrel, I spent a couple of weeks in fucking hospital with a for blood transfusion and fucking liver disease, man. It wasn't fun. Well, it was more fun than this. I'll fucking tell you that, man. But yeah, so that's Kestrel.
All right.
just going to upgrade her a little bit before the server reset, and then I can get my fucking dailies.
Sure.
I don't know. Do you think I should open another orb?
I think so,
For
but it's not
500
my
core.
money I'm playing with. So.
Well, it's not. Well, it's not really money. It's cores, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but like you might have other things that you had designs on, so I don't want to
Not overly.
encourage you to chase good cores after bad.
24 shards is how
Mm,
much of a possibility? A 0.5% chance possibility of 24
wow,
shards. Fuck off. 18
that's
is a what, 1.5% chance.
yeah.
I mean, I've got like fucking cores to spare. Um,
You do.
but I mean, how long would it take me to? I mean, 24, that'd be what? Fucking 50. I'd need 3.5% drops. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
sack that, man. Sack
No,
that. It's
it
not
doesn't
worth it.
seem worth it to me. Like I said, I would do it, but I'm not. I would say do it, but I'm not playing with your money.
Yeah, you're gambling with someone else's
That's
money,
right.
Harmony.
Might as well
Fuck
let
off.
it ride. So,
So I mean, while I'm upgrading this fucking wonderful investment,
mm.
what have you been doing in the game this week?
Just getting closer and closer to actually getting past 7/1. And in matter of fact, while you've been Kestreling, I stand a decent chance of doing it if I could just get Squirrel Girl. Oh, I think I just did it. I just got past 7-1 for the Hero's
Nice
Quest.
one.
Yeah,
Live on
live.
Twitch, live
I
on
done
Twitch.
it.
It's
I
more
done it,
exciting
Mama.
than opening shitty Kestrel orbs. Damian
Amen to
has got
that.
past 7.1. Nice one.
Yes.
Did
Thank you.
you 3-star it?
Oh, hell no.
Hell
Well,
no,
no, I one starred it. So,
dude.
but the
That's all you
fact
need.
is, I got past it, and all 2,000 gold are now mine.
The
So,
gold does not matter.
no, it doesn't.
Certainly not at that point.
No,
So you're
no.
looking for how's your Thor looking?
My Thor is I just got him to level 12 today or yesterday
Nice,
actually.
nice.
And he is now my second most powerful character because I also lovely thing about Scarlet Witch is you
Mm,
and so Thor is now 5 red stars and he's at tier 12,
beautiful.
maxed out everything on either end, the uppercut and the God of Thunder, because the uppercut I've got striker, so he gets to go and do that twice.
Hmm.
And the God of Thunder is just, I mean, you should max that out as soon as you can. And then the other two, but Thor is my second highest character. I've been able Scarlet Witch,
Hmm.
and I've got her up to 6 stars, 5 of which are gold, or 5 of which are red, rather. So
Nice. Look at you,
yeah,
Billy
I
Big
know,
Stars,
I know.
man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how far? This
So
is the big question. Then, how far
mm,
away are you from entering the dark dimensions?
good question. So let's go over to Dark Dimension and let's see. I could go into Dark Dimension 1 right now.
And why are you not?
And well, I could go in and look around. I
Oh,
can't
right,
actually
okay.
launch anything. Yeah. So let's see why I can't. That doesn't tell me squat. Can't I get into it? It lets me look
Well,
around.
how many stars have you got? 6-star
I
2.
have. Let's do it based on stars. Is there a way to? No, can't do it that way. Well, just eyeballing it. Just at my top, folks. Let's see. I've got 1, 2,
Or is there
3.
anything stopping it too?
Yeah, I got 3 people. 4 because Wolverine too. 4 people at 6 stars. So
Nice. So, who's the closest? Who's your next closest to getting promoted to 6?
to 6 stars, let's see.
Just fucking promote anyone, man.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's does not look
Just
good. I'll tell you that. Let's see if I can
get out.
sort these according to something else. Let's go by
You can sort them.
star rank.
Right. So, go
There
into
we
your
go.
roster,
Yep.
and you know you've got your filter icon that
Mm-hmm,
lets you
mm-hmm.
filter by like traits and teams and shit like that. The one underneath it,
Okay. Let's see. Do it
star
by
rank, down the bottom.
star rank. And
And that's
according to that, no, that doesn't make any sense. It's That's odd the way that it's got. Oh, those guys. It's because those folks are my favorites. That's
yeah.
why. Okay, so Wolverine, Scarlet Witch, Hulk, Luke Cage. My next person to get to 6 stars would be Thor or Captain America, but they're like so low on out
Mm.
of 200 that actually Rescue is 73 out of 200. Crossbones 31 out of 200. The Thing 76 out of 200.
Right, so you've got a ways to go for
I've
those
got a ways
guys.
to go. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, at least when you get, or if you conquer 7.3, then
Mm-hmm.
at least you can. That's how you can farm Thor.
Thor,
You
nice.
farm
Okay.
Thor through that. Obviously, if you 3-star it, you can just auto it.
Yes.
But and that's the dream.
Yes.
But yeah, it'll take you a while to get through Dark Dimension 1, I think, with those characters you've got at 6 stars
Oh, I
at the
reckon.
moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all about fucking progression, isn't it, man?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, we got to see it happen live today. Well, we got to see my reaction to it live. But it's it was the first time I got past it. So I tried a different strategy. I went after Doctor Strange first, then I started peppering Nobu, and then as soon as Elsa Bloodstone showed up, I took her down,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went back to Nobu as soon as I could, and then went after the sorceress, and just kind of kept hanging on some of them.
Yeah,
So
get rid of
it worked out.
Strange whenever he pops
Yes,
up as soon as you can. He's a pain in
yes,
the hole.
right.
Especially, I mean, certain teams that you run as well. I mean, like symbiotes, because they just
Mm-hmm.
stack the buffs up on themselves all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get rid of that Strange. Cheeky Geek
Yeah.
Talk has just unlocked Captain Marvel yesterday. Very
Yeah.
well done.
Very nice.
Certainly, I mean, I kind of know where you're at in the game, and she will make a big difference for you.
Mm-hmm.
A really big difference. Sort of maybe
Yeah.
about a year ago, she was like probably top top 2 or 3 characters in the game. She
Hmm.
was absolutely, she is, and she still is really good. She is still really good. She's dropped off quite a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but that's sort of in the kind of the late game, late game.
Mm-hmm.
But sort of early game, she's really good. She's really good. And you can get a nice teal fucking costume for her now, and
Yeah.
it will
Teal and
just
black.
cost you 33 quid. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Hope your kids don't need shoes that day. Fucking 33 quid, man. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the thing, Cheeky Geek Talk. You're saying that you're far behind us, guys, but get yourself into a good alliance.
That's
I
true.
mean,
I just started.
I thought I was in an all right alliance, and I was just plodding along. But honestly, man, if D's still watching, I was easily the best player in that alliance. Honestly, man, I was.
Big fish, little pond.
Fuck yeah. And then I've just come to the alliance. I was drunk one night. Unlike me, I know. I was drunk one Saturday night, and I thought, fuck this, man. I can't be bothered with um, these people just not doing their raids, just not knowing what to do fucking anywhere. And I just put a drunken post on Facebook saying, I want a new alliance. Just who'll have me? And a few people get back to me, including
Mm-hmm.
the wonderful Union Jack Alliance. I can't remember who it was. It was Namel and someone else. I'm assuming it was
Okay.
another one of the captains. It might have been D. Can't really remember. But yeah, and fucking I've been in there and I've seen what a real alliance can actually do, and it has helped me progress as a player a lot. Basically,
Cool.
bottom line, Jess, is what you've just written. Find a good alliance. Find an alliance that will, um, if not complete your raids, then
Mm-hmm.
certainly get to at least 60% in the raids, because then your purple gear will go up. Like
Yep.
your what's that called? That stuff you spend things on, money, gold, that shit. That'll go up. You'll unlock characters a lot easier, a lot better. You'll find your
Yeah.
roster getting a lot beefier, a lot quicker as well. I mean, where was I?
These are facts.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think. I mean, what am I at just now? Total collection power, nearly 9 million. Fucking hell, man.
Jeez Louise.
That was nowhere near that. Look, when I came into my new alliance, which was, I don't know, when did I start this alliance? Maybe about 6 months ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I mean, look at that, all-time arena rank, #1. That's the highest that I've got.
But still, that's
And again,
pretty damned high, given that there's literally nothing higher.
well, yeah, I mean, I didn't stay there and I didn't get the rewards
No.
for there, but the fact that it's on my wee profile thing, I'm actually quite proud of it.
Yeah.
And I'm still doing all right. And do you know what my claim to fame is going to be? Because let's
What's
have a
that?
little look in the arena just now, because everyone for the longest, for certainly the last year anyway, this is all you've seen in arena. It's fucking Black Order, Black Order, Black Order.
Right.
Because, and I'm not going to be able to make my point now because it's not letting me, because it is still all Black Order that we see. But I got to the top of the ranking with this team.
Mm-hmm.
Silver Surfer, bit of M-Man Sinister, Orc, and I put in Black Bolt because he's my highest character. And that just wrecks Black Order completely.
Nice.
And since I've started doing that, I'm a trendsetter, don't you know? I'm a trendsetter. I've seen other people sort of bringing in pretty much the same kind of team. They've either not had Orc or Black Bolt. They've had people like maybe Invisible Woman there. Try to think who else. A couple of other kind of variants. But yeah, I fucking set the trend, man. I set the trend. Nice. I can't keep up with it because my Sinister's 6 stars. I think all the other ones are 7 stars anyway. Black Bolt certainly 7 stars. Octopus isn't 7 stars, but it doesn't matter because I'm the one that set the trend, guys. I set the trend. And Jessica Cheeky Geek Talk, you've increased your roster by triple where you were a month or so ago, and thanks to us guys. Well, yeah. I'm glad we can help. Anytime you need any sort of help, there's Damian with his resigned sort of the fuck the daddy. Yeah. If you need any sort of help or any sort of tips or anything like that, then certainly just let us know. And we'll go over it with you. I mean, certainly Damian might be in a better position than myself to do
seeing what I've just recently worked through, compared to you thinking back to the major lagger days.
Yeah. So, and what was the point that I brought you up on earlier? Yeah, She-Hulk. Fucking don't get She-Hulk, man. But that's the thing. If you like, I mean, it's like, at the end of the day, it's a game. If you want to build up your Nebula to 7 stars, fucking go for it. You're not going to get very far in the game, but fuck it. It's a game. Play to enjoy it. But if you want to build up She-Hulk to get anywhere in the game, don't. Because it's pointless. There is a bit of a point to doing it, but not for even mid-game players. I wouldn't even say there's a point to doing it. Because She-Hulk basically works with the Fantastic Four in a war defense team.
Right.
So her best use is you not actually using her. If that makes sense.
Yeah. You put her in a group that defends part of the helicarrier for you.
Yeah, that you don't have any influence over her actions or anything like that.
Right. So she's a good, like I said earlier today, she's good to put with the Fantastic Four for a nice vanilla team. Like, you're not going to move, like, it's not going to be exciting by any stretch. But if vanilla is a flavor that you like, that's not a bad team to have.
Yeah, absolutely. But definitely, get Namor though, because if you're Namor fits with the Fantastic Four, very very well. I think it's his passive. It helps out quite a lot. But yeah, just look. If you want to build up Fantastic Four, then build up it with Namor and not She-Hulk. Certainly not at the moment, because She-Hulk is in the store. You can buy it anytime. Although, again, depending on your resources, you might not want to fucking buy her, because who else is there? Electro, definitely. Toad, without a doubt. Rescue, Strife, The Thing, Rhino, who I know Jessica has unlocked
Just
very
unlocked, yeah.
recently. Very well done. He's a very good tank for the kind of villains team. Obviously, especially the Sinister Six. Mantis has her uses. Ant-Man fucking doesn't. Neither do any of these three guys, or those three, certainly not fucking Boomer. But yeah, it's all about sort of resource management, this game, as we've said before.
Yeah.
Susan Storm and Reed. I'm working another two Fantastic Four, more them than She-Hulk. Well, if you've got She-Hulk, then cool. Work on her. Because again, I mean, you put her in the sort of the raid team, and I know what that says without even looking at it, Damian, and we will. But yeah, Sue Storm and Reed, definitely Sue Storm, and Rhino will get you to Sue Storm as well. Let's just confirm that's what it said. Tie it up tie it up in a little bow. Work on your Sinister Six without a doubt, because that'll get
if you want Sue Storm,
Shuri and Sue Storm through Sinister Six. There are a couple of great characters. They really do help you out in the legendaries.
And as far as telling folks how to get to a good alliance, one thing that I found with an alliance that I enjoyed, and am still with, is I tend to be in the bottom third of the team, but it's in an alliance that is very forgiving of if you had to work that day or something. I don't like being in alliances where it's just super high pressure. I don't want to be in a competitive alliance. And so look for one where they're willing to have you along and you're just kind of filling a rank. Maybe you took care of, half of a section of their helicarrier for them, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to ever, top out, and that will bring you up quite a bit. It's kind of like buying the worst house on the block. Everybody else's property values bring yours up. So,
absolutely.
Same thing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's pretty much what happened to me, type thing. I mean, I was I don't think I was the lowest coming into this alliance total collection power, and I'm still nowhere near the highest. But I mean, I've sort of grown with them. Do you know what I mean? And that's the kind of thing. I mean, there's plenty of groups on like Facebook and Discord and things like that for looking for alliances. And just be honest, just because there are alliances out there that don't give a shit. And there's alliances out there that basically tell you you're either spending money or you're getting booted. And fuck that, man.
Right.
And you need to be on it 24/7. You must need to go to the toilet a lot of the time because you need to be on it 24/7. Fuck that. I mean, I do that because, I'm never out the toilet, to be honest. But it's what suits you. You just put on like the Facebook group, right? This is what I usually do. This is my collection power. This is how often I can play.
Who wants me?
Who wants? Come get me, please.
Yeah, absolutely. I have friends who are in another game that we won't name here necessarily, and there was like a minor league team and a major league team, and the major league team, like, they would get Discord messages in the middle of a show that we were doing saying, like, you need to do this raid in the next 15 minutes, and you need to get this thing and this thing and this thing. And it just, that's too much for me.
Yeah.
That's too much for me. So I said, look, keep me down at the minors, Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our alliance is, we've got Discord and we sort of chat on it all the time. Kind of, this is when raids are going to happen, or fucking look at the barracks and all that sort of bollocks. And I've get pulled up a few times saying, what the fuck did you do that for, man? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm a fucking idiot. I'll just go and fucking online and kid on. I know what I'm talking about. And yeah, I get pulled up all the time on it, and so do other people. But it's all about kind of like learning and sort of knowing your level as well, because I don't know, we can maybe chat about Alliance War some other day. But
I think so. Yeah,
there's definitely
like setting up good rooms.
Yeah.
In the war, Yeah,
because I used to be a captain in my old alliance, and I just get frustrated to fuck with people not knowing what the hell they're doing. And then I came to, as again, this alliance about 6 months ago, something like that, and I'm like, whoa, this is different level. No chance I want to be a captain here, man.
Right.
It's too much.
Well, yeah, and I want to play a game. I don't want to be in charge of things. I'm in charge of things all day.
Yeah.
Like that's
well,
you know.
I can barely. I'm in charge of things. I can't fucking do them. So I don't want to add another thing onto my list that I'm not able to do.
Right.
Honestly, man.
What's that?
No, I'm just wallowing in my own despair. That's all it is, Damian.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all it is.
That's fine. Yeah, that's a passive.
Yeah. It's a passive that's
ever.
not fucking T-fold. I'll tell you that.
No.
Passive aggressive,
Cool.
if anything. Right, so I think we've sort of rambled on enough.
Yeah.
So to recap, fucking don't spend money you could spend on your children on a fucking game because you actually get fuck all from it. Yeah, those are lessons learned. Not lessons. Lessons retaught, not necessarily learned.
Yeah.
Hashtag Ironheart. Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah. So I don't know if we're going to do. Are we going to be back a little bit earlier next week?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. We are going to starting 1 hour earlier than our normal time. So for you, that's what 11 p.m. GMT.
11 p.m.
Yes, and for me, that's 3 p.m. PST. So, and of course, we're still on the YouTubes. We're still on the replay on Twitch. So you can find us there if for some reason we're your wake up thing. That's perfectly fine. Leave comments. Let us know. Let us know when you like to listen to us. Hell, let us know who your I'm going to say guilty pleasure character is, because some people really like She-Hulk for no good reason apparently. Let us know and tell us what character you think should be costumed in what costume they should have. So yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm good. You can find me on all the socials at Duh Harmony. How about yourself, Iain?
Oh, you can find me fucking anywhere, man. I'm McPun all over the shop.
Yeah. As you can see from the Twitch stream right there. So there you go. Well, until next time, as we always say, Excelsior.